know it's uncomfortable. I know this is not going to be easy. However, this is you practicing real unconditional love. This is the fifth dimension. This is what we are aspiring to and creating the new earth right now. You have to let those people sleep. They are not ready to wake up. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm just here to really extend you a hand and give you a piece of advice that saved me years of heartbreak and suffering. Okay, honestly, all change comes from within. That's the only way. I don't care how spiritual you are, if you're vegan, telling other people that they shouldn't, eat meat. I don't care what the subject is. All change comes from within. That's it. There's no way around this. That person that you're telling to go vegan, or that you're telling that they should be spiritual or not to take the vaccine, or whatever the scenario is, you're practicing conditional love. You're saying, you know what? I really want you to do this thing. Then I'll love you if you do this thing, right? That is the 3D. That is the fear. That is the old paradigm. And we have to stop all of that nonsense. It's time to go even deeper. The fifth dimension demands that you are practicing unconditional love, which is loving that person no matter where they're at in that level of consciousness, no matter what belief that they carry. It doesn't matter where they are at in the evolution of the soul. You have to love them. That is the task. I know it's not easy, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to say all you have to do is do this light and love and practice and just love everybody. It doesn't work that way, right? It's going to be tough. You're going to get triggered. I guarantee it, especially with your family members and close friends, right? Because you're a heart-centered person. I get it. You're a nice person. You really want the best interest, right? I get it. However, they have to find that information themselves. Now, here's what you can do. Here is the solution that will save you so much heartache. And trust me, I've been through it all the way until death, right? Like with my grandma, the most recent person who has died in my family, like I know everything that could have saved her life, right? She was obese. She was, very unhealthy as a person. And I could have helped her with juicing and cleansing and detoxing and doing all of these techniques and yada, yada, yada. She didn't want anything to do with it. She made her path. She made her decision. And I'm okay with that, right? I'm finally okay with that. However, I struggled a lot in the beginning of wanting her to stick around longer on this planet, right? That's a very selfish thing of me, right? When you think about it, like me wanting my own grandma to be here, that's a very egoic, selfish decision, right? The infinite self, the soul, that contract is already played out. Here I am, the ego, just kicking and screaming like a little kid. You see, the answer is always coming from that higher self. My grandma had to make that transition. That was in her soul contract, and I love her for that, right? Now, yes, I created my own suffering by dragging on that experience from myself. And again, this is what I'm trying to save you from, right? Let that person sleep. It's okay. And guess what? Death is okay too. Yeah, sometimes death isn't enough to learn that lesson. That's okay. It's called samsara, the cycle of birth and death. That's what we're doing. You're going to come back and do it again if you didn't learn the lesson this time. And that's okay. Come back to the part of yourself that is infinite. Come back to that more expansive part of yourself, right? And channel that energy into the solution, into you anchoring to the highest vibration that you possibly can. When you're doing that, they're going to come to you. It might not be next week or next month. It might take 5 years. I don't know. However, when that day comes, be ready. Be ready with all the answers to their questions, right? Because they will come to you. They will. When they are truly ready, they will come to you. Until then, you have to let them sleep. There is no way around this, because this is what we need to do, is practice that real authentic path, right? That true fifth dimensional consciousness is within all of us. However, it's a choice. I know it's not an easy choice. However, we need to make it, right? It's called the higher road for a reason. Everybody is choosing that lower path because it's convenient, because it's easy, right? Enabling everybody, making the decisions, being all comfortable all the time, right? Those people are going to lie in the bed that they created, right? This is a bigger conversation about karma, and you have to let them indulge, right, in that karmic debt. It doesn't matter what your journey is. That's their journey, right? Let them have their journey. If you don't, you are practicing conditional love, and you are only loving them in the shape and form that you want them to be loved in. And that's not going to work in the fifth dimension. That's not going to work in the new earth. We are here to do something completely different than what we've done in the past. Now you have to aspire to this. Again, it's not easy. I'm not here to tell you that it's going to be easy. I'm here to tell you that you have to do it. You have to let people sleep. And the only real change is going to come within. And you just have to have faith. Cultivate even more faith, an even deeper purpose based in trust, right? You're trusting the universe. You're trusting whatever power that you have a label to put on, right? Krishna, right? Jesus, Yahshua, Buddha, whatever tradition, whatever practice, religion, faith, anything that you have, cultivate more of that. That's what you're doing through this process. You're letting the universe do the work. You're not trying to obsess about all the control and details and the outcome all the time, right? That's you being stuck in the ego, back in the 3D. It's time to go 5D, baby. It's time to take it to the next level by letting people sleep, letting them sleep no matter what their belief is, no matter how spiritual they are or not spiritual. None of that matters. What matters is you opening your heart to that person in that moment and practicing unconditional love. That's what truly matters here. Every single day, you have the opportunity to practice unconditional love. Not the hippie, woo-woo, I love you, bro, I love you type of thing. I'm talking about real unconditional love, selfless service. That is your ticket. That's the golden ticket right here to get to the next level, to get to the next stage in the game. That's what we're here to do, selfless service. Now, you can see how the other action, right, of controlling them, controlling the outcome. Hey, don't take the vaccine. Hey, don't do this. I want you to be safe. Oh, don't do this. Don't do that. You should stop eating this. Stop doing that, right? All of that level of control is only going to slingshot right back at you. I promise you this. It will. And even more frustration, even more resentment, even if it's a healthy thing or a spiritual thing, it doesn't matter how you're justifying this in your head. The only change happens from within. That person has to make the decision to change, then come to you for the information, not the other way around. It just simply won't work that way. Now, trust me on this process, and I'll let all of you know that you are here for a reason. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon page. Until next time, infinite love and infinite peace.